What's going on, Sideboard Podcast listeners? This is your host, Caleb Williamson, and with me is Tim today. How's it going, Tim?
Pretty good. How are you doing, Caleb?
I'm doing well, just chilling at the house tonight. Were you up to anything interesting this week? I know it's kind of early, but
Nothing too crazy. I mean, I went TV hunting with one of my buddies today and then picked up a couple of little knick-knack things at GameStop, but nothing too crazy today. Just kind of prepping for this weekend.
yeah, that's pretty exciting. I heard you had some good news regarding your job.
Oh yeah, that's right. I got rehired back at my old job that I got laid off from when quarantine started.
That's
So
good,
I guess
man.
that's
Good.
that's a cool thing that happened this week.
Yeah, that's exciting. Well, we're going to do things a little differently for you guys tonight. We are going to record some testing games because we are preparing for a tournament this weekend in, I think it's Rancho Cordova, which is by Sacramento in Northern California. So me and Tim and a couple other people are going to that event. And so we're just going to record some games and then just kind of talk about what the game is like and what we're expecting and that sort of stuff. So it's going to be a little different. If you're not watching on YouTube, just, stick with it. We will talk strategy and stuff like that as we play, but it might be a little bit different than normal.
Yeah, I think at least what I want to kind of accomplish with this is getting as close to like open face or open hand testing like we normally would do, but on Untap. So we'll talk through like our lines of play and what we think is the most optimal or suboptimal thing to do for each side.
Yeah. So without further ado, let's get this testing going and get a couple games in.
As soon as I figure out the interface.
Yeah, the Untap's not the friendliest thing, but
I also haven't used it in a long time.
Yeah, it's all good.
D20, right?
So I'm just gonna, D20. Oh, we did. Neither of us broke 10. That's hot.
All Not right, even so together.
I am first. Let's see.
Yeah, so I'm playing a little bit different than my list I have been playing. I added a couple of things in from Andrew Duvall's list from last weekend's PPG, but for the most part, it is still my deck list. I think the only thing I have added in right now are the SS4 Son Goku TPs.
Right. That's the one we were just talking about where it basically does the drop foo thing.
Yep. Yeah, so I don't want those.
All right, I'm ready when you are.
I kind of like the rest of this hand, so I think I'm going to keep the rest.
So Tim's playing Vegex. I'm playing Sen Shenron. We've been playing with these decks for quite a while now, and we just feel comfortable with them. That's one of the reasons we're taking them to an event. And I think that's one of the most important things when you guys are going to events is play what you're comfortable with. I've played in lots of events where I play a deck like the night before and tested a bunch and haven't played it anything outside of that and done usually not great with it. Like usually go like 5-3 or something like that. And so I've just found that playing a deck that you've been playing for a while gets you the best results.
Yeah, or even if it's something you haven't played for in a while, something that in the past you played a lot, so you're still very familiar with and you can just pick it up.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's another thing. I just wouldn't recommend taking like a brand new deck you don't have any reps with.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start. I will charge this here cooler. and we will just
I see that
play
one
this
drop. Yep.
this haze. We
Oh.
didn't open with a ice or a the other one either, the 1-star. So this doesn't happen often, but it's pretty rough. But that's it for me.
You're gonna get to draw a lot of cards this turn, so
Yeah, I figure.
So that draw was really not ideal. So I think I have to charge it. The only downside, no, I'm gonna keep it. I think I can afford to charge a Fu turn 1.
Yeah, you play a few of those, and the new Overwhelm helps as well.
Oh yeah, definitely. So let's start by using the leader. I don't know where the. Oh no, not that. Yeah, we'll do it properly on untap. We're gonna shake it. First 5, draw a card.
It's like that song, "Shake That Ding, bada 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 shake."
So we're gonna put 5 to the drop, draw a card, and then see what we hit.
That mill was
reveal.
Nothing useful.
There we go. Yep, that was really bad. This is one of those times where charging that Fu feels really bad after the fact. Because we hit absolutely nothing. That's okay though. I'm still gonna Overwhelm. And that was why I kept this hand. Was mostly for that.
Yeah, I mean this card, I think, or this engine with the Splintering Mind, I think it's the best engine for Vegex.
There it is. So we'll get another shuffle here. And then we will mill 5 more off of the auto on that Vegeta.
Tim, you know what we should do for this game that I just thought of right now is it would be kind of cool to create a website that Oracle texted every single card in the game. That'd or not cool. Maybe every card, but like all the like
I should pay the energy for that Trunks Overwhelm.
Most cards. Yeah, that would be nice.
It may not look like a brick, but this is actually pretty bricky for a turn 1 for Vegex. That is definitely not good. But we're going to start getting in. We're just going to go 10 to lead.
Yeah, no negates.
No combos.
That's fine.
Yeah, and I mean, this first turn, I'm pretty confident in the fact that you're just going to take damage, so there's no point in me comboing anything.
Right.
So no 15 game. To lead.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, no combos for me. And then 19 to lead.
Yeah, one more. That was painful.
And then I'm just going to pass, and I do not have a tag team Gohan, unfortunately.
Yeah. So, like, I could have stopped some of that damage, but
yeah, I figured you probably could have comboed a Haze and, like, popped the Time Agent, but I mean, you would have lost 2 cards.
Right.
And you would have had to combo another card with the Haze also.
Well, I could have done it on like leader swing, or no, I couldn't. I had to do it on the Vegeta swing. Yeah, it would have been.
You would have lost 3 cards in hand to save 2 damage. You already had a kind of small hand at that point.
Well, I only would have blocked 1. I would have my only thought was hazing the Time Agent Vegeta, but it's whatever. We'll see how it goes. So this deck has started to feature a pretty hot card that you're going to see this turn, but we're going to swing lead first. Swing lead to lead.
No negates.
Let's see. Trying to figure out how to look at the top 5.
I think it is. So above find card, it says reveal. You just click the plus until it's 5, I think.
Yeah, I think it reveals to you though, so we'll see. Nope, it doesn't reveal to you. Awesome. Yeah. I'm going to take this 1-drop. And then we need to shuffle. And just 10 to 10.
I think I'm just gonna take it. There's no point in. I mean, I guess there is a point to staying at 8. Lets me maximize the amount of burn damage. Actually, I think I am gonna combo.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll combo a time agent.
Okay. I'll pay 2 for this Unison. Vegeta.
Yes.
So this card's pretty hot.
It is quite good.
I'll swing. Let's see, add counters. I'm going to swing at your leader.
Okay, so that makes my turn pretty awkward. I think at this point I just take the damage, so I'm not gonna combo.
Okay. So yeah, one of the things that this Vegeta Unison of Fury adds to the deck is like a turn 2 play that gets you to turn 4, because Mechikabura is like, I feel like if you resolve a Mechikabura and don't die on the crackback, you're basically in a super good spot. So yeah. Getting this Unison down gets you there. So we're going to minus, so you can't swing with greater than energy cards.
Yep.
And then activate main, tap this, add a counter. So instead you can tap the 1-drops, and then at the end of the turn you just untap them.
It. Yep.
Yep. And so that's it. I'll pass. So basically I have this lock on Tim that's can't attack with things higher than energy until either my Unison dies or he charges more energy, which is really useful for Sin.
Oh, I don't know what that did. I thought it was going to invert it, but it didn't. All right. Well, this is very awkward now.
Going first definitely played a big role.
Yeah. Well, also having that Vegeta and me having a really bad turn 1. Let's, I guess, burst. Well, do I want to burst? Yeah. I'll use leader and burst 5.
Yeah. I always like, I don't know, I have a hard time comprehending the definition of really bad turn 1 for Vegex just because it's so RNG based. It's like your opening hand could be amazing, right? Yeah. But then you rely so much on the mill that you're like mill 5, and if it imagine it's like, nothing, like you got turn 1. This game, if it's nothing, it could completely just change how your turn's going to go.
Yep. I'm just putting things in my drop that are not okay. But actually had a pretty good hit this turn.
Yeah, 3 things for free. Seems good.
So let's add the marker because it comes in with 1, and then I also draw a card. Okay. Now we've got a little bit more gas to work with. Let's +2 on it, and we're gonna pitch a Splintering Mind. A good thing is that the Vegeta does not stop my Unison.
Yeah.
Also, sorry, before that, I think with the Trunks auto, See, this is a tough spot because I know I'm going to Splinter next turn. And being at an even number is worse. So maybe I don't. Yeah, I'm not gonna take the life here.
Okay.
So then let's go leader to unison.
Yeah, no negates.
And then this feels so bad. I should have pitched differently so I could combo that. So I'm gonna get 0 value out of this unless I get more Kais. I could just not mill with it, but I have to do this in order to get damage through to it. So we're gonna
So
extinction attack. I don't see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's the 9th card. I can go 10, 11, 12, 13. So I can awaken next turn if I mill 4 on this. So maybe
yeah.
I should. Yeah, I'm going to do that. So we're going to draw 4 to the drop. All right, so we hit double man on a mission, a tag team, and a crack.
Bro, Man
That
on a
feels
Mission is
bad.
so good.
It is insanely good.
Like,
Yeah, I'm just going to do the 1 extinction attack.
just having that, like, Champa, basically.
Yeah.
It's just so good.
And then I'm going to go unison to yours.
Yeah, no negates.
And no combos. They're both at 15 because I plus.
Yep. So he goes to the drop. Still can't swing, though.
Yep. So with that, I am probably just going to pass here then. Yeah.
Okay. My turn.
Actually, click the little end turn thing, I guess.
Yep.
Guess we should probably do that.
Yeah. So draw. I'm gonna charge this here. 3-drop haze. I don't play as big of an engine as a lot of people do with that one. The 1 and the 3. I only play like 2 of each.
Yeah, I know you cut down on the haze.
I don't go into the haze really, except obviously it's kind of ironic because in this position I might, but normally I just don't.
Yeah.
Let's see, turn 3 is pretty rough. And you're going to do your thing next turn to warp a guy and deal a whole bunch of damage.
I do plan on attacking quite a bit unless you slam another Vegeta or Nimbus.
That would be hot, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I think turn 2 Vegeta into turn 3 Vegeta against matchups like this is exactly what you want to do.
Yeah, I would probably side in a 3rd copy. We'll just go Sin to leader.
Okay. I am not going to negate. I'll let you do your auto.
Yep. We're going to go... Actually, yeah, this is a good play. We're going to go Cryomancer here. And I'll show you why in a second. So just the 10 from Sin.
I think I see why.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, so that's still very awkward. It's actually probably
I want to pressure your life
now.
Yeah, I really want to pressure your life. In all honesty.
So I don't. No, I think I am gonna block it. Yeah,
okay.
I'm gonna block.
Okay, just 10.
The reason I block there is because I'm going into turn 3, and that's the only Trunks that I've seen. So the odds of hitting one next turn are pretty high.
That's true. I'll just pass it there. Leave 3 open.
Yep. So as soon as you revealed the Cryomancer, I knew why.
Yeah.
So if
Because
I
I'm
go
not
into
taking
Splintering Mind, it's getting rested.
I'm not taking burn damage this turn.
Yeah.
Is the verdict.
So I think I can charge a Unison here. Oops. We're at
That's one of the
14
biggest mistakes I see Sin players doing is tapping out in the early turns, because any given deck can just pressure you down to where your life is no longer padded, and
Yeah.
now you have to waste your resources, which you don't want to do, obviously. Milling 5 with lead. Let's
So
see.
we're
Another
gonna
bad
use
mill.
leader.
Hey, another trash mill.
Oh my god, all these super combos.
2 supers, power burst, extinction, and an overwhelm. Nice.
It was 2 super combos, power booster.
Oh yeah.
That was really bad.
Your mills have just been bad all game.
They've been awful. I
But
also
hey, that's
have
the risk.
only seen one Kai, which is really awkward.
That's the risk you take with Vegex. I've kind of been preaching it to you guys all the time, and that's one of the reasons why I don't play Vegex, because it has a huge amount of RNG. Like it's inevitable in the sense that like it's going to happen eventually that you get those guys out, but
yeah. I think
generally
I'm
you want to do it early.
Swing with leader, or not with leader, with the power booster.
Okay, no negates.
God, it's gonna feel so bad if I extinction attack on this when I don't need to. It's still just a 20k.
This situation where I have 3 open energy and I'm only going to use 2 on your turn and then go into my 4th turn is a situation where I wish I had Vegeta's Final Flash in my deck.
Yeah.
Because that'd be really good right now.
I'm not gonna combo, just 20.
Okay. So you're gonna awaken most likely because you're at 19 cards and drop. I feel like you should have comboed maybe 1.
No, I can plus my Unison still.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, that's a good point.
That I've realized that like during deciding what to combo, and I was like, okay, I don't need to combo on this.
In that case, I'm going to Zamasu, rest your leader.
That's fine.
And then I will 5k more. I'll just do a 4-drop Sin.
Okay. So I'm gonna plus my Unison now, and we will pitch, I guess, a power burst. So now we're at 20.
I feel like this game is basically, do I get to 6 or not?
So we're gonna not awaken. Swing Vegeta to leader.
Yep, no negates.
Now I'm going to extinction attack. So we're gonna warp that 4-drop.
Yep.
And then I still think I want to mill. All 4. And the reason I'm doing this into play is just so I can keep track of what's actually being milled from each effect.
That was a pretty hot mill.
Yeah. So we hit a Trunks and a Kai.
Tim, how do you feel your win percent changes if I hit 6 energy and am not like in a losing position?
It very close to 0.
Yeah, I feel like that's kind of this game is,
especially with no main board protector of the peoples.
Right.
So yeah, I'm just doing 24.
Okay, I'll take that one. I think. Yeah.
And
I
then
don't
we're
want to,
gonna
but
awaken.
oh, that was good.
Draw one. And then I kind of messed up here. I have to draw one out of my life also to go to 6.
Not too bad. Just means you probably you could have like not blocked or something.
Well, I mean, I was planning on splintering, which guess I still could have or could now.
I think you still put it into play.
Yeah, I still definitely do that, and I at least warp the ice.
Yes, because I'll counterplay you and then you warp me.
But what do I want to do after that? I guess yeah. So I'm gonna pay the 1 and activate the power booster here.
Right,
And
and
I
then
think yours is on counterplay timing, so I think you have to do it now.
yeah, it is. So, but you have to put him in the drop.
Yeah. And then
But
I'm still gonna get this even though it's in rest mode, but I get to warp your ice.
Yep. 1000% worth.
Oh yeah. That saves you probably 2 life this turn. So I guess right here I go in with the unison. Oh, hold on. Sorry. I need to mill on the back. Or did I do that?
Not yet.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm going to mill on the back and give double strike to unison. So we
Okay.
draw one first, and then we go 5 into play. Boop.
Another Kai.
Boop. I mean, we didn't see any for a very long time.
I know.
Even though we're only at turn 3. So like it's bound to start hitting them.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about when I said like it was inevitable of like your luck is not based on whether you'll get there or not. Your luck is based on when you'll get there.
Yeah. It's a when, not a if. All right, and then double strike onto unison. So now we go in with unison.
Yeah, no counters.
And I think I have to start comboing some stuff here.
A release from evil would have been great right now.
That would have been good. So we're gonna go 20. What is my plan next turn?
I don't know.
I guess I'll combo this. I'm at 5, so now I can combo one of these Kais away. 15, 25. Yeah, let's go 35. We'll go 35 double.
It's awkward.
Yeah, I'm trying to put you in a spot where it's going to take most of your hand, or you're just going to take it.
Like, yeah, it's awkward because like I could out combo it, and I think I should because I'm gonna stabilize next turn. The question is like, how much do I want to waste? Right?
Yeah.
I think I still have to do it. So I'm gonna Zamasu super combo, tap your trunks, I think. Yeah, trunks instead of a Kai. Because they're basically the same thing. Then we'll pay 1, combo away the Sin secret rare. So that's 30. You're at 35. So I need 10.
25, 35. So you got to get to 40. 10, 20,
Yeah,
30, 10 more.
I think I just do Haze and a 4-drop. Yeah. So that's 40.
So what you could have done there, I don't know what the two cards in your hand are, but you could have topped the Splintering Mind with that haze.
I know. I need the 2 cards in my hand.
Okay. So that's just part of getting put in an awkward situation.
Yeah.
All right, so now, so you need both of those cards. One of them is definitely a Mechi. The other, not sure what that could be. Maybe a Nimbus? That doesn't make sense. Unless you plan to just charge what you draw. So maybe it is. Either way, I think I pass here. Yeah. I think I'm just gonna pass here.
Okay.
I
I'll
could
just
have pushed
untap.
in a little harder, but I mean, leaving you with very little cards in hand is more ideal than punching you that turn.
Right. So we're just going to do the typical turn 4.
Yep.
Slam a Mechi.
What would you like to? I'm going to assume Splintering Mind.
Yes. He's no longer going to untap.
Okay. So this is a spot where I probably should have kept that other Splintering Mind in hand going into turn 4. Kind of an oversight on my part.
Right. And then I'll awaken. Draw 2. Oh, that's kind of rough.
So I'm just going to move him to the side since he cannot attack.
For sure.
Is it untap or attack?
Untap.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm going to swing lead. I want to swing at Unison. I think you don't have one in your hand, so we're just going to swing at Unison with leader. I'll draw 1.
I am going to power burst.
Yes. That's
I'm
unfortunate.
just deciding if I want. I mean, I know I can't really do anything with my energy, so I probably should take the life here for card advantage. So I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, especially if you're going into a kill
I
turn.
have to try to kill you next turn. I'm expecting a Nimbus, but
You know, it would have been nice.
and then I'm obviously just gonna get the Kai back because in this build, that's the only power burst target. I know Duval and some other players have started playing BMS in the main, but I am not. So this guy cannot untap. So we are gonna draw for turn. That's a very interesting draw. I've gone through so many cards in my drop.
Tim, you want to tell the listeners the reason why you're not playing Baby?
I'm still gonna take it with me, just in case I make a last minute decision. But I am not, most likely not playing Baby because I don't know how much Draftbox product has gotten to the players that are going to be at this event, being as it's only a week from release. And the My Cycle basically turns off 50% of the power level of like half of the deck.
Yeah.
I still think it's a very good deck. That's why I'm going to have it with me. I'm kind of just making a judgment call. So what to charge here? I think actually charging the TP here might be correct. Or maybe not. So it's coming down to, do I charge the TP or do I charge another Unison? If I charge the Unison, that means I have the one in play and the one in my drop that are left for when I shuffle this turn. But I think I'm at a point in the game where that's fine. And I think I'd rather just have the combo power. If this was like turn 2 or 3, I would not do this.
Yeah.
But at turn 4, I basically have 2 turns to kill you.
Yep.
So I think I can afford charging the second Unison here. So we're going to go, let's see. It's really rough. I think there's still a way for me to do this. It is going to take a lot of luck. So this is an interesting place to be in. I'm going to kind of quickly explain this because I have 2 lines of play I could take. I do have a power booster in my hand. So I could just play that for 3, mill the 2, shuffle, and mill 3 more, and then use my leader to mill 5 and hope that amongst those like 8 cards, I see a power booster or a splintering mind. The other option is to just slam a Haru Haru. So I have a double striker battle card and then a double duel on Unison plus my leader. I think that actually probably is the better line of play here. Yeah, so I think that's what I'm gonna end up doing. So then we go. Let's not play the Haru Haru yet. Let's get in, I guess, with leader first. We're gonna go a leader, I guess, to leader.
Okay. I'm gonna snap block that.
That's right, because now you can rest my
your Unison. Yes, sir.
That feels bad. That's something I didn't think about.
I don't think it was like super inevitable or super like avoidable. I mean, you could have swung with that
I could have
first,
minused it and then
milled and all that, but I still would have blocked it. And then,
yeah, but it would have saved one of my double striking attacks. But I guess this way, I can just transition into the power booster line.
Yeah.
Okay. So
I'm assuming no combos.
Yeah, God. So I could crack. That is an option.
What does that get you though, right?
It makes your Mechi not able to ult and steal something.
I could still ult next turn.
I mean, if you have one in hand, yeah.
Yeah.
Because this crack is just sitting in my hand, but I guess I can ditch it with the plus. So yeah, I just want combo.
Okay. I'll tap your Unison.
Yep. So I guess now we just plus. So I'm thinking before I do it.
Yeah, with all the drop interaction in this game, having a discard outlet is really nice. Like your deck has one with the Unison, and then even my deck wants one because if I'm playing around my 6 mana ability, I want to be able to put certain like 1 for 10s in the drop, like a 9-drop Sin or the 7-drop SCR Sin,
Yeah.
and it helps having discard outlets like Haze.
So another line I didn't think about is I could foo back Man on a Mission and then just try to kill you with Haru Haru Man on a Mission. The problem though is I only have 2 cards left in deck. So I'd have to figure out a way to mill enough to get to Man on a Mission, and I don't think I can.
Right.
Unless I save my plus, I might. No, I don't think there's a way for me to do it. I'm not gonna plus yet, I guess. We're gonna wait and see what happens. So I'm gonna use leader. We're gonna draw 1. And then mill. Oh, I mean, I'll put it into play just so people see what it is. So this is a good thing to note. The auto on this will not let it be played because I have to finish resolving all of my activate main.
Yeah.
So I have to reshuffle and then mill the next 4 cards.
Yeah, the permanent's interruptive, so it interrupts, shuffles, and then you continue.
So we're gonna put this here. Hopefully there's a send all main deck. I'm so glad that they added that. So we're gonna shuffle, and then we do 4 more. I don't know why that power burst is just chilling out there. So 1, we hit a super combo that feels really bad. All right, so we whiffed there.
I mean, you had no targets except another Kai.
Yeah.
Which is not super statistical.
All right, so yeah, I think I have to discard. I think there's another way that I do this. Yeah, so I'm gonna overwhelm.
Okay, that's fine.
So this is a prime example of why Vegex is not super brain dead, because stuff like this happens where you have to kind of figure out how to do this.
I think one of the things you need to do playing against Vegex is interact with the correct pieces. Yeah. And sometimes people interact with the wrong things. Like I could have, iced your time agent Vegeta or something like that. Say he like came out later or something.
Yeah.
But that's like 100% incorrect because it's free. So like you don't even care that he gets tapped unless he's obviously your only thing on board.
Yeah, and then I did end up hitting that Splintering Mind, so that's really good. So now I can plus my Unison and discard.
Probably you should have 1 taps.
Yeah. Sorry. I'm going to discard the crack because I can't use it. So now I need to try and deal damage to you.
No. You don't need to do that.
So we're going to swing. I'm pretty sure you have a Nimbus. That's awkward. I'm just going to go straight into the Splintering Mind. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I cannot do that yet. I need to be at 7. Okay, so we do have to attack. That's awkward.
No, I think you can. Because Vegeta sends himself to the drop, giving you Sparking 7.
But it grabs the Splintering Mind out of it. So it stays at the same number, basically.
True. So you need to combo something.
Yeah, which means I have to attack, which feels kind of bad if there's a Nimbus.
No negate.
There's not a Nimbus, so that's good.
I haven't seen any extra cards this game.
So I think with that, we just combo a Kai. So we go to 29. I have 5 cards in hand, so it's a 10k.
Okay. Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay. I need to preserve life. So I want to combo Sin and other Sin.
Okay.
Or other
that
Shadow
puts you
Dragon.
at 30, so you get out by 1k.
Yep.
Now I'm going to not do that yet. Let's go. I'm gonna go Trunks to leader.
Sure.
$25. $30. We'll go 30. Yeah, 30 single.
I will take this one. So the reason I took it was because I'm expecting your next move is Splintering Mind, which will put me at 2, and then deal the 1, and then you're going to finish with a double striker, in which I'll be at 1 life, so I'll have seen the most amount of cards possible. Or if you start with the double striker, I still have to out combo that, which is rough. But if I draw into a Vegeta counterplay, I can counterplay the Splintering Mind, which is pretty good.
Yeah, so I basically have to decide what's more important here to do first.
Right. I think there's an out in my deck for either decision.
Let's see.
It's pretty rough though, because like I still have to live past next turn.
Either way, you have to out combo everything and hope that whatever you have on your next turn is enough to not die.
Right.
On the following turn.
Is not super useful. I mean, I do have a few lines for next turn.
I think
Your Unison has so many markers.
I know. Well, you've kept it very locked down, so.
Yeah. That's the idea.
I think I just do this. I think I go in with the double striker first.
Okay. No counters.
We're gonna go. It also, just so everyone can see it on the screen, the Haruharu has a permanent. If I have a black Unison in play, it gets +10 and double strike. So it's a 15k double base. gonna go 25, 30. So you're at 15. You're at 20 on board. 2 cards matches you. 3 gets you out. I think I have to do all of. Well, no, I can't. That's awkward. I have to get this damage through, so I think I just hope you don't have a Zamasu. So, let's see, 15, 25, 35 double.
Final answer?
Yep.
I have the Zamasu. We'll go 25. How big are you? 15.
35.
35. So I need to get to 40.
You're at 25.
So yeah. Everything but
30,
1.
35, 40.
I'm curious if the Vegeta was in my drop or my life, I mean. Cuz like if it's in my life and I take it on that too and then I counterplay your Splintering Mind, that's kind of good cuz I keep my hand.
Yeah.
Cuz I have no play for next turn cuz of 1 card in hand.
Yeah, so in that case, this is also a weird thing. I know we're going really high on time, but in this situation, I don't want to give you another card right now. So I think I actually just foo back a Gohan and then play the Gohan at end of turn from the Overrealm.
Yeah, that's probably a good play just to have that block and extra swing next turn.
Because I'm getting 0 value if I Splintering Mind. I do get to attack and put you to 1. It only gives you 1 card in hand. So maybe that's not bad. I don't think 1 card is going to make or break. Especially with 2 Splintering Minds on board.
If I could see a Nimbus, that'd be great.
Yeah. So actually, I think I am just going to Power Booster. And hope that it's not a Vegeta as your last card.
It's not.
Okay, cool. I am going to attack you. And I'm going to assume no negates.
No negates.
Yeah, so I feel pretty safe using the auto. I'm going to warp 2 life and make him warp 1 and go to 2. Ooh. Well,
Cryomancer.
Found the last Kai. And then that's still a 19k. I don't think he's going to use his last card in hand, so no combos for me.
I'll take it.
And then I'm going to pass. I feel pretty confident unless he has like a Nimbus and another negate or something like that.
Something you could have done there that I just saw was Splintering Mind doesn't say you swing at lead. So you could have swung at Unison and then warped 1 from my life and then dealt a counter to my Unison.
I didn't think about that, but yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, the card I drew, my 2 life was not very relevant. So it's a good thing I outcome with the Haru Haru.
Yeah, I think that turn I had to either kill you or put you in a very, very bad position.
Yeah, we're not looking too hot. So we're going to go... Swinging at Unison is basically useless now. Maybe
Unless
I'll clear
you
board.
can deal it 3 damage.
Yeah, no. I'm at 1 life. So I'll swing at Haru Haru. the thing I'm most likely to kill. They're
That
all basically
is
the same.
okay.
15.
Yep.
I'll Mechi one of your splintering mines.
Yep. I'm just gonna leave that one over there like that.
This hand's not great because you just literally untap and turn splintering mine sideways and I lose. Maybe I should have stole the other one. No, because it would have had one tapped still.
Yeah, I think having the second one on board was definitely key. Oh, also,
yeah, and
Trunks
making me
gone.
ditch my one drops because I was going to go into a Sin chain or like a Haze chain and pressure your board, but now I can't do like any of that.
Yeah.
Well, I can do a little bit of it. Let's see. I do have a play because I'm basically dead, so I'm just going to test some plays out and see if they work. So we'll pay for a Poison Mancer.
3.
That's what I meant. Pay 3 for a Poison Mancer. We get a 4-drop back, which we're going to get. I want to get. I think I have to get this back. I'll get the one star ball.
Okay.
And then we're going to swing. Oh, they're 19Ks. That's super awkward.
Yeah. They're a nice medium size.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean,
well,
you just grabbed a free card to combo.
We're gonna we're gonna play it and then we're gonna sack it immediately. Try and find a 4 because we can lock the other one out of swinging.
Ah, yes.
But I mean, I don't think that wins me the game, but I can still try something. So we'll lock the other one.
The other one not attack. Okay.
Yeah, no attacking. And then I'll swing at your Vegeta.
Time agent?
Yep.
Sure.
Just 19 to 19.
Huh.
Oh yeah, you have one card in hand just like me.
That's probably fine. I do really like this card, and I don't want to use it just on this Vegeta, so sure. Except that goes to warp.
Yeah. And then Poison Mancer to life. Because I'm crit, boy.
Sure.
15 crit. And end of turn, untap.
Wait, why did that not go to my drop?
Oh, it moved it to life. It did it again.
Am I hitting the wrong? Oh, I hit because I'm hitting life. I'm an idiot.
There you go. Hey.
We got there. All right, so let's untap. Not that one.
And then the other one can't swing.
Yeah.
But you can
combo it though.
Yes, which is relevant. I might stabilize, honestly.
I don't even think that I
charge. Nah, you don't have any 5 mana plays or 5 energy plays, so I think you, especially with 2 cards in hand, you probably just don't charge.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna skip charge. Let me look at my warp real quick too. Okay. Yeah, skip charge. I am gonna -4. Oop, wrong way.
Yep. So right click.
7 to 6 to 5 to 4 to 3. We got there. So +20 and duel, and then I'm gonna use my leader.
This matters a lot. This mill.
Yeah. Then we're gonna go. Oops, 5 cards.
A Trunks. Oh, you
Yeah,
can't.
so I'm
You can't
going.
splinter me.
No, because you put me at 2.
I feel like you take the 1.
Yeah, I'm kind of
it's just
thinking that too.
It's an extra card, right?
Yeah. Let's go. We're gonna take the 1 life. Okay. And then double strike on Unison, obviously.
Yeah. Hold on. I might counterplay the Trunks. Oh, that's interesting. Let's see. You have on board 4 swings, and I can block like 3.
If you count the Trunks, sure.
Yeah, I think I counterplay the Trunks.
Okay. And what would you like to? Oh, it actually counterplays. It rests the Trunks. Okay.
Yeah, it's like a Crusher Ball.
So we're just gonna put those over there.
Now I have another blocker.
Yeah, so you've got
3
I think more
blockers.
blocks than I can deal damage. Well, this is awkward now.
We'll be back to the second or the last 2 turns of starting with no cards in hand. Basically.
Yeah. God, that's awkward.
What if you didn't play the Trunks? Well, I mean, either way, it opens the window, right?
No, it only opens the window if I declare to play it with the auto.
I don't think so. I disagree because the cost is that your leader's black, so it triggers, and the condition is when it's milled. So it triggers when it's milled, and then I think you decide after I counterplay. I'm not totally sure because I was thinking
if I choose not to play it, you don't have an opportunity. But I mean, either one of us could be wrong.
Yeah, I'm not sure because supposedly if you chose not to, I would have not had that counter window.
Yeah,
to play another blocker, and you might have been able to kill me with board. Well, not really, but
I'd be in
theoretically
almost the same spot. You would just have 1 less blocker. I have the same amount of attackers right now still.
Yeah, it's just interesting. You also got to draw a card off life.
That's true, although it wasn't super relevant, but I guess we'll try to figure this out. So, I mean, we have to go in with Unison first.
So this is like a Omega Brain play, but what if you decided against Sin like a Dark Banisher Fu for this exact purpose?
That'd be really good.
I mean, it'd probably get rested or popped or something. But like if they didn't have an answer,
then that's game.
Then that's game, right?
Okay, so I have to swing with Unison first.
Yep.
I know you're gonna block with Mechi and then probably lock that down.
I was thinking about just tapping your leader to limit your number of swings.
It's the same amount.
True. Okay, so yeah, because the way this works is you deal damage, and then I lose my markers. You untap, and then I tap you, right?
Yes.
Because damage is the end of combat.
Yeah.
So that I'm pretty sure that's how that works. All right. So would you like to combo?
I don't think I should.
I don't see a good reason to.
Yeah. No, I think I just leave this.
And then I'll tap your Unison, I suppose.
Okay, so I'm just going to leave it tapped. So then I guess we swing with leader.
I'll block with I don't know which one's better to block with. Probably this one.
Okay.
It is dead.
Yeah, I'm gonna super combo.
Just to dig.
Yeah. So this is gonna go bottom deck, and then we're gonna draw 2. Okay, that was interesting. That might have given me an out. I'm not gonna combo there anymore.
Okay.
I'm gonna foo
Okay.
and get back the Haru Haru.
I
And
think you
then
drew into
play
an
it.
overrealm. Yep. No negates. Oh, no counterplay, I mean. And no negates on that swing.
Would you like to block?
Basically have to. Yeah, block.
Okay. I'm not gonna combo just because there's no point in losing cards out of my hand.
See, if I had a Zarbon right here,
That'd be really good.
unfortunately, I don't play it in the main right now. I think I might have to.
Yeah, so I did draw into an overwhelm.
Yep. Okay. And how much common power you got? Oh, you have enough. I only have
And all the warp.
that much.
I have
and this guy.
that much.
Oh, hey, a Nimbus. So that was interesting.
Finally drew a Champa.
I guess you could have cast the Gravy and swung with it.
Yeah, that's true, I guess, but
If you didn't draw the man on a mission, you still had. Well, you didn't have enough. Never mind. Because you had to foo back the Haru.
Fooing the Haru cost me 3 energy. I could have just paid 2 for the Gravy.
And then overwhelmed.
Yeah, I could have paid 2 for the Gravy, food back a Kai with the other 2, and still overwhelmed. So that probably would have been better. It would have just been more combo power.
Yeah, in that single turn, if I had like a Zarbon, I think that was pretty hot. Would have been.
Yeah, so
that was interesting.
That was probably one of the more interesting games we've had in this matchup, I think.
Yeah.
I know when we test in paper, it's usually like my turns are very quick, which granted in paper, this deck plays a lot faster.
Right.
There's a lot of clicking I have to do. And like misclicks happen and stuff like that. And I mean, your game plan against my deck is just survive until like turn 5, basically. I think also having to get rid of your secret really hurt you.
Yeah, one of the things that I've been theorizing is like it's unfortunate because my deck runs only 6 1-drops. Well, aside from negates and stuff, which I didn't see any of those. But like turn 2, so turn 1 ball, turn 2 unison, turn 3 secret. Even if I have to pay 3 for it, I think that's pretty much a wrap.
Yeah. It's really hard for me to fight through your secret.
Problem is like, how do I get things in the drop, right?
Yeah.
So I might run like a couple more 1-drops. We'll see.
I mean, it can't hurt. If nothing else, it's a easy charge or a 0-5.
Yeah, well, I run a lot of negates and stuff because those count as well.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, so I have like a solid 10 or 12 targets.
Yeah, so
yeah, this matchup's pretty interesting. It's one of those things where like you're expecting Vegex to just go off, but they don't always do
And
that
I
until
I
later.
could have had you not locked down the splintering mines when you did.
Yeah.
You having the ice up into Mechi, into keep it locked with Mechi again, plus 4 drops in. That basically stopped me from just auto winning.
Yeah.
Which was a really good line of play. What I was hoping for, which I realized I couldn't do once I drew into the second one again, was I was hoping to draw into this off of the super combo.
Yeah, that card is hot because it's like Fu, and because you could have kept 4 open, done that, and then grabbed your Haru and still had 3 open for like the gravy or something.
Yeah,
Like
so
if you had that instead of a Fu or a man on a mission, I mean.
yeah, so if I had drawn this instead of man on a mission, because you're at 1 life, so any attacker was pretty much gonna get there. Uh, in that situation, I would have grabbed a Kai and just made this a 40k.
Yeah.
So there's like literally no way with the hand you had.
I think maybe I should have kept my Vegeta counterplay for your Overwhelm or your Haru, because then you would have had to go in with the Trunks, which would have given me a better opportunity to, because you only had what, like
Yeah,
15 or
counterplaying the
20k,
Trunks was probably a bad idea.
15 or 20k combo, which puts you to like 20, and I could get to 25, which might have been enough, maybe.
Like, so if we look at it, Mechikabura checks my Unison having dual attack, just period. They 1-for-1 with each other, because you block it and then you lock it down so it can't use the second attack. Your 4-drops in, it checks my leader. So I would have had to go in with just a 4k.
Oh, and he's a 4k too, so even your whole hand, because you had what, 3 cards in hand after you overwhelmed?
I had super combo and then these 3. The Gravy, Vegeta, and Fu. So when I super comboed, it was these 4.
So it would have been like, you could have got to like 34.
So it would have been 14 off the super combo. Yeah, 34.
That's if you all end on the Trunks.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have been I mean, I don't know, because I couldn't out combo that.
Yeah.
So
well, if I had gone with that line,
call.
I could have. I think I could have comboed this other Fu earlier, and then just double food with my 4 energy for 2 Kais. So then it would have been 14, 24, 34, 44, 49.
Right, yeah. I got you. So I basically had to Vegeta that to, like,
yeah, I think you had to do it there because you actually went +1 block by counterplaying there, because you rested something that could attack, albeit it was gonna take like my whole hand to attempt to do damage. But you rested it and you got a blocker, so you went +1 defensively on that.
Yeah.
Because I mean, your 4-drop still checks my leader, and Mechi goes even with my Unison still, and then you still have an extra blocker. Right. So the only thing that kills you there is that I draw into an Overwhelm, and I Fu back an attacker. And I mean, granted, I didn't have a whole lot of cards left in deck. And I had gone through both TPs, 1 man on a mission, and I think 2 of the 4 Trunks.
You know, it would have saved me in this position if the Fu shrouded in my hand, because my hand was 3 drops in, 3-drop haze, and Fu Shrouded. If the Fu Shrouded was a release from evil, I would have won because I could have released your unison, and then Mechi blocks two things, so I can block the leader.
Yeah,
and
you would
the
have
trunks.
blocked unison, rested leader.
Well, no, I don't block. I release the unison.
But that doesn't actually negate the attack, does it?
Okay, that's no, but it negates all your skills and you can't untap. So that's fair. I still have to block it.
Yeah, I think you still block it and you rest the leader, because then you still have your 4-drop and the Vegeta.
Right.
So you have two blockers versus my 1 Trunks on board, and then if I play an Overrealm, you still have the other blocker.
Well, I still have the Vegeta to rest the Trunks. So it still rests the Trunks, and then I still have 2 blockers up for the Haru and the Overrealm.
Yeah. So that would have gotten there if you had the release.
Yeah. But I didn't draw it, so
and it's like an interesting game.
Yeah, it's interesting, like playing as Sin. I have an out to almost everything you can think of, but then it's just a matter of drawing it.
Yeah, does the time that you draw it match up with the time that I'm trying to do something?
Yeah. It's a very interesting matchup.
Yeah, I mean, you locked me out of what I was trying to do for like 3 turns.
Right.
And like you said early on, it's just Vegex is so good because it has inevitability. So I know in this matchup, I have 5 turns to kill you. And every turn further it gets closer to that, my win percentage goes down a little bit.
Right.
Once you hit 6 energy, I have like maybe a 5 to 10% chance, if that.
Yeah, it really depends on what's in my drop.
Yeah, so I have to play accordingly. I have 5 turns to get the job done. Ideally 3. But as we saw in this match, 3 turns was not doing it because you're so resilient with the defense options that you have. And we sort of saw there that I had to kind of spin my wheels and take some odd lines of play to try and get the outcome and get the result and the win. And that just goes to show, like, putting the time in on a certain deck, you'll start to see those lines of play when your plan A or even plan B are not working, and you have to do some things a little bit unorthodox to get there.
Right. A curiosity I had while we were playing was, and I mentioned it, is like, should I protect life high early, right? And I was thinking just now, because when I dropped the Vegeta unison, it basically was just automatically going to die the next turn, because you had 2 ways to kill it, right? You had leader plus crack or Champa, or leader plus unison.
Yeah.
So like, I'm pretty sure it's dead because you can't afford to let it live for more than 1 turn.
No.
And so let's say if turn 1 I don't play a 1-drop and I just leave open energy to like combo my 1-for-10s away and protect my life at like 8.
Mm-hmm.
Only like if I had just 1 more life, right? Or maybe 2 more life, because 1 wouldn't have really mattered.
Yeah. Well, considering I went in with a double strike to kill. But
1 would have mattered.
In the event that I didn't.
1 would have mattered because I could have let the Trunks through instead of one of the double strikes.
That's true.
Or like your leader or something like that.
Yeah.
I would have had to call that you didn't have a double strike in hand, though, which is kind of rough. But, it just gives me more options, right?
Yeah.
And if that number increases from 1 extra life to 2 extra life, or 2 to even 3 extra life, like even that as well increases my odds of living by quite a lot. So sometimes just doing nothing can be the correct play in Sin Shenron.
Yeah, so I don't know, it's kind of a weird spot because you kind of have to make that decision based on how my mills go the first and second turn. The first turn was very not good. It was probably one of the worst turn ones, even though I got the power booster on board.
You didn't get any gas.
Yeah, I had power booster and a time agent Vegeta at the end of the turn. That's very, very bad for this deck. Granted, the next turn I made up for it by hitting Trunks, Kai, Unison.
Yeah, and those turns are going to happen. Like, personally, I'd rather have you hit Trunks, Kai, Unison like turn 3 than like one of those 3 each of turns 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what it's like from your end, but I feel like maybe you'd rather have me see a lot of it quickly, so that way the likelihood of things popping up as the game progresses gets smaller and smaller.
Yeah, it's just one of those things where I get to see, like, playing against Vegex, I like to see what the threat's going to be. I don't like the fact that they can run, they can run Splintering Mind, they can run the Vegex fusion line, they can run Rangers, they can run Double Strike deck, and there's all these just like these surprise factors that they can run and still be like competitively viable. And so personally, I like to see what my opponent's playing, get a feel for what they're doing, and then I can adapt what I'm going to do to counter that.
Yeah, I feel like that's something Sin can do pretty well, even though it has a really straightforward game plan. You, like I said, you just have such good defensive options that you can afford to take a turn to kind of see what your opponent is doing and decide what to do from there.
Yeah, I definitely agree.
I think we probably should wrap this one up. We've gone a little bit long. Granted, we were talking about our plays throughout the game. I do want to say before we close out, though, as always, if you guys are looking for sealed product, please check out our sponsor, Madtown Games, madtowntcg.com. It'll be linked in the description as well. They've also got some really cool non-TCG stuff up for the holidays as well to check out. If you're looking for any singles, maybe you saw something or we talked about something during this gameplay, please use our affiliate link that will also be linked in the description. Costs you a whopping $0 and helps us out a whole bunch. And then if you want to pick up any merch, we do still have our original line with the t-shirts and sweatshirts, which are actually really warm. We're getting into the cold season, so go and pick one of those up. Helps us out a whole bunch with that also.
Yeah, and then also, after you guys listen to this episode or watch it on YouTube, let us know what you think. We tried something new this time around, and so we're just seeing what you guys like, changing it up a little bit, trying not to be, just kind of standard. And so let us know if you enjoyed this, and we'll try and incorporate some more, off the wall janky decks.
Next time also, I think we will probably pre-record this and then speed up the gameplay and voice over it rather than doing it all live in one sitting. That way it doesn't take as much time.
Yeah, just let us know. We're always open for feedback.
Yep. So I think that's it for this week.
Yep. Wish us luck for our event. Hopefully we do well.
Yep, definitely.
All right. This is the Sideboard Podcast. Checking out.
See ya.